Bear down. Today is the most dreaded day of the entire year for a lot of players, especially guys on the roster bubble. What's up, guys? Swift here covering everything Chicago Bears. We have to have our roster down to 53 players by 4 p.m. Eastern Time today. There will be 27 players cut in total. We've already cut a few guys off the roster, including a notable one this morning. News out of Halas Hall today is that we are releasing veteran defensive lineman Mario Edwards Jr. Edwards is an interesting one to me, as I've always thought he had a lot of talent. He also signed a 3-year deal, but was MIA throughout most of camp. He never got to make an impression on the field, and the new staff has decided to part ways today. This move could open up a roster spot for another defensive lineman. To me, Sam Kamara had a very impressive preseason run, and he could have realistically made this decision for the front office. Kamara was constantly in the backfield and led the preseason in pressures. It's definitely not a sure thing that Kamara made the roster, but he definitely made this a tougher decision for the coaching staff. Another guy I thought might have made the team today was defensive tackle Trayvon Coley, who constantly found himself in the opposing team's backfield, but he has just been released as well. First reported by Brad Biggs, it looks like the Bears have cut Trayvon Coley as well. He was one of our most consistent linemen during the preseason and was constantly in the other team's backfield. I think there's definitely a chance that Coley comes back on the practice squad. Veterans weren't allowed on the practice squad in the past, but COVID has changed things a bit, and teams can put veteran players on the practice squad now. Also waived so far are undrafted rookie wide receiver Kevin Shaw, center Corey Dublin, and safety John Alexander. John played well in the game versus Seattle and is someone else I would keep an eye on to return to the practice squad. We also just released rookie running back DeMontre Tuggle. So far, we've seen 6 players released today and still have roughly 20 or 21 more players to cut by 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be covering the moves all day long. Around the NFL, there were a few other interesting names released as well. At wide receiver, the Bucks waived Tyler Johnson, the Chiefs waived Josh Gordon, and the Dolphins said goodbye to Lynn Bowden Jr. And in NFC North news, the Vikings have released last year's 3rd-round draft pick, Kellen Mond, the quarterback. Wow. There have been Vikings fans on Twitter all year saying that he's better than Justin Fields, and we even had Chris Sims and others who ranked Mond higher than Justin Fields. Now Mond's career in Minnesota is over after one disappointing season. Wow. Stay tuned, guys. Today will be a big one for news all day long. Please hit that like button for me, and until next time, bear down.